real quick, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem El Shai Bashem Rakakodah Shalom to the 144,000 and rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video the plebeians want to kill you patricians. So anyway, I was watching. I just came on. It's 11 minutes in. Dabu 77. Title of the video, as you can see, is the next pope will be Peter the Roman. He who has gold, or the gold, makes the rules. That's an old saying that President Trump, Nero Caesar, aka Nero Caesar, made in a post on I believe it was X, formerly Twitter. But anyway, I'm going to speak on the Pope. The Pope died. He did his Easter service Sunday. He probably dead, damn near dead, but they pumped him up with some adrenaline and kept his ass up a couple more hours so he can at least do the benediction. And he made a statement. He said, what did he say? He said, Bono Pascha, which I knew what he meant. You know, Bono meaning good, and Pascha meaning is Latin and or Greek for the Passover. So the guy that translated on the news, he said Happy Easter. It wasn't Happy Easter. Bono is good, and Pascha is Passover. When you go to the King James, this is why we tell Nate and them, you got to go into these words. Give me a second. And you can't just make a video a day, once every 3. You got to make, these things are popping. They popping, boy. This news is popping like popcorn. And there's certain days you might have to do 10 videos. If Spirit jump on me, I got access to put it online. It's going online, you know? We got to keep you abreast of things. What's in the news? Anyway, bring you all Illuminati news. Inside joke. Okay, what I say I was going to go Acts 12. Acts 12. The average bonehead Christian doesn't know this, but scholars know it. Okay. I'll go right to the 4th verse. Okay, I'll start the 1st verse, and then I'll jump down. Now, about that time, Herod, the king, stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the elect of Israel. That's what that word means. Well, what does it mean by the church? There are many churches. It's talking about, it's talking about referring to the elect of Israel 2,000 some odd years ago. That's the church. Not all Israel. He wanted to vex them, right? I'm going to pull out some words too. I'm going to pull out Herod. Now let me jump right here. This is what I mainly wanted. 4th verse. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison. And I should have read the second. It says in the 2nd verse, and he killed James and brother John with the sword. 3rd verse. And because he saw that it pleased the Israelites that wasn't of the elect, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread, which is Passover. The first night of unleavened bread, 14th day at evening, first day of the month, Abib, is called the Passover. The rest of the Passover week we call is known as the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Now, if you notice, there's a parentheses there. That means this is added to. The blue letter people added this to. So we know this was Passover, right? Fourth verse, and when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers. We're going to look that up. To keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. Easter, there was no Easter back there. Easter came about the first, it goes back to Ishtar, and that's around 800 AD. So there was no Easter back there. There was nobody, the original writings, the word Easter wasn't there. So let me just click on this word. Yahweh Shab said, the English is good enough for me. Well, let me see. You should have been hopping around in a bunny suit yesterday, passing out colorful eggs. The word actually there is Pascha. That's what the Pope said. Bono or Bona Pascha. And he said good Passover. No, he just said Easter. No, he didn't. He said good Passover. There was no such thing as Easter. It says here, right? Right, it says Passover 28 times, Easter 1 time. Let's get the meaning. Okay, the Paschal sacrifice, which was accustomed to be offered for the people, deliverance of old from Egypt, of Mizraim. The first Passover was the premier Passover took place when Yahweh delivered us, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua delivered us from Egypt. The Paschal lamb, i.e. the lamb, the Israelites were accustomed to slay to eat on the 14th day of the month Nisan, also known as Abib, the first month of the year. So, for you to say the English is good enough for me, well, you got to tell, well, Easter, the eggs, the Israelites, they jumped around, they put bunny suits on, and they painted eggs. That's not thinking like a scholar. That's thinking like a layman. Let me bring out some more words. Let's look up the word Herod. A regular churchgoer, they don't know who Herod. They'll skip over. I don't know who that is. Herod. Who the hell is Herod? Let me see. Herod. Let's look up Herod. And I believe it means hero.
Strong's G 2264, Herodes.
Which means hero.
Herodes.
Heroic. Right, heroic. Let's see what it says. The name of a royal family that flourished among the Israelites in the time of the Messiah. The Romans set them up, and the apostles. Herod the Great was the son of Antipater of Idumea. So they're telling you right there, the Edomites. Anyway, let me come on back over here. So these Democrats and these left-wingers, they're getting serious, man. They're killing Republicans, especially Jake. If you Jake have no business being a Republican, neither do you have any business being a Democrat. You're not supposed to be in this fight. This is betwixt the Democrats and the Republicans, Edomites. It says Texas Republican Commissioner fights for life. This is her trying to get the Edomite white woman look, and her fights for her life after. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. After grandson's brutal knife attack that claimed her husband's life. So this crazy little grandson, I didn't even read that. That's a spirit. That's a daggone spirit that jumped on you. Hey, the Most High is taking you niggas out with a knife, stabbed a nigga to death, her husband, and she's clinging on to life. Let me give you another precept right here. Not going to go too much longer. Oh, the Pope died today, and also Klaus Schwab, the chairman of the World Economic Forum, he threw in the towel. He the same day that the Pope Francis, and by the way, he was the first Pope that was a Jesuit. That was a Jesuit that became Pope. Never happened, and they never allowed it. So we got to see who the next Pope is, and who the black Pope is. So give me a second. Where was I gonna go? Give me a second here. Oh, Isaiah 13. Let me see, I put in the word. Okay, I'm sorry, right here, 15 verse. Isaiah 13 and 15. I'll start from the 12th verse. Really need to read the whole chapter. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. That's the Israelite man. Meaning we're going to have many, many women. Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. What's going to make that happen? These missiles. And the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in the days of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. So this guy that got stabbed up and his wife, they were like sheep. One of them was able to be taken up, and the other one wasn't able to be taken up. He was taken out. He got killed by his 13-year-old was it cousin, nephew? Give me a second. Let me read that again. So the spirits are coming against y'all. You see, the Most High deals with the spirit world. Texas Republic Commissioner fights for her life after grandson's brutal knife attack that claimed her husband's life. Now, you know what? I got to go more into the story. The son was probably left with the grandparents to take care of him, and he was just a badass kid, one of baby's kids, and you don't know what the mother was. She was probably just out there hoeing, you know. And that is Texas. That's the whole capital of the world right there, Texas. A lot of hoism and adultery and wickedness. I did a video on that, man. You people are just goddamn wicked. You just goddamn wicked. But I want to get more into this story in time. And it shall be as a chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee, everyone to his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. And that's getting ready to happen when this destruction come, but it's happening now. So this 13-year-old, one of Bebe's kids, he used a little sword. He stabbed him up, according to the report. Because you Negroes are trying to make it here in America. This place is going out. You're supposed to wake up to the fact that you're an Israelite. And where was the IUIC at this time? Could have warned y'all, man. Anyway, let's see what else is in the news. Okay, I listened to him Midas Touch. I'm sorry, media. Midas Touch. A live Midas Touch responds to major breaking news. Okay, I don't know what this is all about. I got to look at that. So this is breaking news. As you can see, it's live. I'm still waiting for Bishop Nate Nathaniel to let me know, was that eclipse when our Lord was on the cross? You said it was an eclipse. Was it a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse? Once you tell me, then I can move on. Hebrew Israelites have no association with Islam, and that's true. Unless you're lecturing to them, you're telling them we're not here to debate and discuss and, have a dialogue. Ain't no dialogues, man. That's the topic right there. Ain't no dialogues. You just gotta listen. We cold dictators, man. We telling you what the fuck you gotta do. If you don't do it, you keep it moving. Just seeing what's going on here. Okay, let me look at this again. Notifications. There's a big mess with Shannon Sharp. I guess it's the Edomite woman. She begged Shannon to clap the cheeks and give her a black baby. So she's an Edomite now. She's trying to sue for 50 million. It's a mess with Abu. They're making a big deal about the movie. Anybody see the movie? Let me know what's up. Cause I don't go to movies. I don't go in the big black boxes filled with demons. Cause that's what a movie theater is, a big black box filled with demons. Right, Klaus Schwab has fallen, meaning he resigned. Gotta get more news on that. I found out about that earlier today. There was something, okay, Howard Shy upload agent activity. What the hell is linking with the NOI? Oh, yeah, here's one. Hey, stay away from the hyenas, man. Get you a snow bunny. She said it's his fault she caught the STD, but she's the one cheating. You're dealing with a mad person. You're dealing with a mentally defected person when you deal with the hyena. Exposed U.S. government helped cover up lab leak. New documents prove. So one of you better go run and get the jump shot. Because I might just die. I'm going to lose my job. You're going to lose your life, my nigga. There's always something to speak on. I was watching this a little while ago. Kanye West is a big sissy. He likes licking lollipops, if you know what I mean. Okay. Beware of wolves in sheep clothing. Okay, this is this is dealing with this IUIC and NOI. And they can all come together in a big happy family. That's me. Because the question was, let me open it up. Question was, why is IUIC joining hand in hand with Islam? And I said, because they took the bag. Epic Swalwell takes to TikTok bashing Trump playing golf. Donald Trump, he's a trip. There's always something to speak on. I gotta check this out. Here comes boneheaded Anton Daniels. Trump can't be happy. Peter Hegseth under fire again for signal chat message being told to his wife. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.